Hi Taurus, how goes it? I hope April wasn't too bumpy for you guys and you managed to get done what you needed to get done. You guys are incredibly practical, but I've got to tell you that we have got this eclipse happening. It is happening in your 7th house of others, and you know, so yeah, you've got wow. These cards, I've got to tell you guys, these cards are alive this evening. Wow, the Magician. Wow, the Magician. Yeah, very interesting energy. We've got this eclipse, as I said, it's full moon, it's in Scorpio. I mean, wow. Magician energy, guys. So let's have a little look. So there's a lot of potential, but I also feel that with Venus going to make a move, of course Venus rules your sign, is going to make a move into Cancer energy, which of course isn't actually moon energy. So you are going to feel this month, you know, but happy birthday for the month, but you are going to be feeling it this month, guys. It may well be that you've got to deal with, wow, family, wow, that wants to come, yeah. It could be money, it could be talking about making decisions. Again, world energy is coming through with this energy. Do you know what? I'm just going to let them do their thing, these cards, guys, because they just seem to be pretty much alive at the moment. Thank you. I want to go with it. Oh, property, movement, coming, sorting things out. Where do I want to go with that one? Thank you. 3 of Wands and the Star. Things that we may not have been aware of, that we are going to be made aware of. 5 of Wands, whatever it is, there could be a slight delay, but it's not a big deal. Wow, these came up for Aries. This is a priestess energy. The Page of Wands, messengers. And Justice. Wow. Okay, so we've got a couple of cards that came out with Aries. So hopefully I've shuffled them well. So let's get into this. Okay, Taurus. Now, as I said, this eclipse on the 5th is going to be happening at 14 degrees Scorpio. It is what we call the Beltane moon. It's an interesting moon. If you remember when you used to dance around the maypole, you know, it's that sort of very sort of natural festival, but it's also, it's quite a dark energy as well, right? I mean, anybody knows an awful lot about Druidism and all the rest of it. You know, I'm not au fait with all of that, but I know that it is a Beltane moon. It's a Beltane festival, and it can talk about, certainly with you in the 7th, it can talk about how you're going to be dealing with others in a very practical manner, not just around your work, you know, but just not just you, which yeah is important, but it's very much about others, okay? And particularly so I feel with Venus moving into Cancer. Yeah, and we still have Mars in Cancer, so Venus and Mars going on there in Cancer. We have Lilith still in Cancer, so yeah, this energy of caring, and it could be for others. Close family members may need your help, but it can talk about saying goodbye to people as well, relationship energy. But it's very much about, I feel that you're going to go deep. We're all going to go deep with this energy of the eclipse, and we're working out, you know, we have to sort of look at the practicalities of life, look at what it is that we need to do to ultimately move forward and evolve beyond this point. The 10 of Cup energy does suggest family connections as well. Again, completion, world energies, needing to get things sorted out, and there's certainly an indication here. Night energy is all about action. It is a wand energy, can talk to me about work situation, but I actually think this could be also linking me with properties, or you getting away, spending some time needing to do that. 6 of Wands, certainly, I love this, Jason bringing home the fleece, so we are going to get this sorted out. And of course, if there's a sign on the planet that can do that, it is Taurus. You know, you're very practical people, you're very self-sufficient, you can be very outspoken, and blunt sometimes, but at the end of the day, you know, you do get the job done. You do it lovingly, all right? So, yeah, definitely got a few bits going on here. Three of Wands does talk about a degree of, how can I put that? Yeah, thanks for all that you've done. Again, karmic energies. It may well be that you're being rewarded in some way. It can talk about inheritance as well. Can Scorpio energy. It can talk about a bonus around your home, your workplace, or even a bonus around your home. But it is interesting, we've got the Justice card down here. Of course, this is Libra energy, but it is ruled by Venus, as is your sign, Taurus. So, yeah, could be celebrating your birthday big time here. Yeah, someone paying homage to you for having been successful. So this could certainly talk to me about work energies as well, but also people acknowledging everything that you've done for them. And it may well be that, again, we have to address deep things here. I mean, the more I'm looking at the 5 over here, guys, and this 5 down here, and the Priestess and these messages, all I'm going to say to you is that it's very much about the circle of life, I think, here. And you know, if you have been needing to end, you know, this is what the eclipse is all about, something to ultimately, you know, go forward and do something that needs to be done in another area, then so be it. So that's where we're going with this, you know, and we've still got Uranus in Taurus. It's operating in your first house on the 5th of May. So, yeah, Uranus is there, money, transforming you through your own action, a degree of self-sufficiency always. You know, you're very together people, you know, you can get the job done. But I do feel, Taurus, that there is this sort of deep longing, okay? And if that is about relationship, hey ho, you know. You've got to weigh the whole thing up here, I think. You know, we still have Saturn in Pisces. We've still got Neptune in Pisces, guys. And ironically, that's actually trine Mars at the moment on the 5th in Cancer. So again, you know, do we have to spend time with family? Can we not do everything that we want to do? Also need to acknowledge that no, we can't. I said this to Aries. We can't always do everything that we want to do. But I mean, sometimes we have to sort of give up a degree of responsibility, self-responsibility. In other words, you can't do everything. Okay. But, you know, the practicalities, you're definitely going to get down with those. So, yeah, going deep, recognizing that even though sometimes we don't like to deal with the deep and heavy stuff, because you are a very practical, grounded sign, sometimes we have to deal with that. So you can see through all that and think, I have to be practical. This needs to be done. If you are working on behalf of others, certainly that could be the case. And again, at the bottom here, I've got this energy of legal. So anything that's contractual, anything that needs to be dealt with, anything that needs to be written down, for instance, while Venus is still in Gemini, so very communicative, you know, we need to get it right. And again, could be work contracts. So, yeah, we could have a situation where there is this sort of winding up here of relationships, certainly, properties, anything that we've, you know, been really struggling with. And if there's that deep stuff as well, I'm going to be honest with this Priestess energy down here. And either way, this full moon in Scorpio, in that 7th house, is going to allow us to do that. So if we've met someone, okay, let's do our homework. Let's make sure that everything's, you know, well balanced and above board. The thing about Scorpio energy is, you know, it's very dark. It's a fixed water energy. It's very sexy energy. You know, maybe you're meeting someone, guys. But at the end of the day, we do need to look at what our needs are and what is it that we need from that other connection, or does the other connection need for us to do something for them. You're very practical. I've said this before many times, but it is a two-way street and there needs to be balance. So it's accepting the inevitable sometimes, I feel, Taurus. Accepting what we can and cannot change. Star energy does talk to me about opportunities. So if it is a work connection that's coming to an end, for instance, although there's a lot of Capricorns going through that at the moment, but if it is an energy coming to an end, if it's more personal, if it's to do with relationship energies, guys, if it's to do with family members, where we have to address situations, if it's where we may have to say goodbye to family members, which is always very difficult, in some shape or another, whether or not they're leaving to live abroad, whether or not sadly it's their time to transcend to spirits, whatever it is that's going on here, you'll work it out. I promise you, you're going to work it out. You people can. But yeah, 7th house energy, a lot going on, Venus moving into Cancer, so I think a lot of this, it's very nurturing energy, very protective, but it is happening in that area to do with others. So again, you know, don't forget, Venus rules your sign, okay, as it rules Libra. Okay, so let's get things sorted. If you're doing that, you know, find some time for yourself. Make sure that the person that's opposite you or within the relationship, if that's what we're looking at here, do your homework, all right? That's what's happening with, I feel, this Scorpio for you this month. Do your homework. We're not going to get fooled at the end of the day. 5 of Pentacle energy, as if we've been put outside for some reason, all right? Or we feel that we've not been given the opportunity to do certain things. I don't know if it's a work energy, this, guys, or whether or not it is someone who, dare I say this, may not be entirely free to be with you. So we have to be careful here. So what do we need to complete? What do we need to sort out? What do we need to deal with? This 10 of Cup energy. Again, we have everything here with the world. We have everything. We have an ability to do that. Knight of Wands, I'm convinced, if this is the ending to do with the relationship, so be it. But I look at this, sometimes the Knight of Wands can be termed as a bit of a player, all right? So we need to be aware of that. But again, it could be property, it could be movement of any level, really, to do with your work. But again, 6 of Wands, there is success here. 3 of Wands again, receiving some sort of a, you know, we've done it. But this star energy is great. I like it. There are other opportunities. So if it's your work, it's coming to an end, and you feel that you have to do that, maybe you're having to take care of family and you have to end something. But either way, guys, 5 of Wands, not going to last forever. Trust your intuition. Page of Wands, you know, pages are always about messengers. So, you know, there's good news to come, and there's new contractual agreement. And there is balance if this is an emotional issue, Taurus. So, yeah, deep stuff this month, but you're going to be okay. And I'm tempted to say, watch who you meet. And if you are ending something around someone, there's a good reason for it, I feel. So, yeah, you're usually a pretty good judge of character, Taurus. So go with care this month. Do your homework, and you're going to be okay. Take care, Taurus. Lots of love. See you next month. Bye now.